Alright, this is Bike for the Brain, Urban Alley Cat Race. We're talking to Rod McBride.
Let's see. God, which recovery thing? Sometimes I feel like I've kind of been through the mill. I've had to recover from several things. This is probably a little bit outside of what Karina would expect for this, but I'm going to talk about how I recovered from heart disease. I used to be the guy that liked to hit the Shoney's breakfast bar and get the first plate loaded with bacon, and then see what was maybe else for breakfast after eating basically like a pound of bacon. And until about a year before my oldest daughter was born, I smoked like they were going to shut down North Carolina. Long and short of it, and played a lot of video games, and basically didn't work out. And long and short of it is when I was 32 years old, I was mowing my mom's lawn, and out went the lights, and I woke up in the hospital, and I had the same conversation over and over, where my friends came and said, "Do you know where you are?" And I looked around, "Hospital? Do you know why?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, you had a heart attack." And I said, "I'm too fucking young to have a heart attack." And I had that conversation over and over again, because the drugs they give you when they intubate you and stuff like that, like I said, make you pretty loopy. And so anyway, and in fact my wife at the time thought that I might have had brain damage from the heart attack, but that didn't turn out to be the case so much. Anyway, so they put a stent in my LAD, and they put me on more drugs than Abby Hoffman took, and told me to go and send no more. And I wouldn't say I really fully recovered until a couple of years ago, when a friend of mine put me up to riding Bike MS. I bought this bike for $50 from a couple of people I was in a band with, and I figured if I signed up for Bike MS that I'd have to train, I'd have to ride more often and more seriously to get ready for that, to be able to do 150 miles or so in a weekend. And it worked. It did. And the next thing you know, I'm, I guess, what Bill Poindexter calls a car light person. Against my physician's advice, I no longer take any cardiac drugs. I quit the Crestor and the Niaspan and all the other, the atenolol and so on and so forth. And instead of worrying about when I'm going to have my next heart attack, I ride my bike to work and all over Hell's Half Acre, and sometimes in 3 states in 3 days, and incredible headwinds. Life is good.
All right. And you almost could have died if your mother hadn't been out there to catch you and give you CPR.
I know.